These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are here recording on Thursday, June 13th, in the middle of Games 3 and 4 of the NBA Finals. Celtics have a 3-0 lead over the Dallas Mavericks in said finals. How you doing, Sam?
Doing great. Finally shaved. Done with work in person for the week. Just kicked the shit out of my desk. We're off to a roaring start. And most importantly, Celtics are up 3-0. Who could be any happier than me?
That they are.
Probably the guys on the team. That's who would be.
Yeah, I would say they're probably pretty happy today too. I was talking to Craig, who's an assistant, or he's a player development coach, and I go, "You must be feeling pretty good right now." He goes, "I'll feel a lot better after we win one more game." I said, "You know what? Fair enough, Craig." Anyways, we do player grades. Grade all the guys who played yesterday. Starting with the fewest minutes played on the team, Payton Pritchard, 11 minutes, 11 seconds, 0 for 4, 0 for 2. 1 rebound, 1 assist. Got a big stop on Luka, so he didn't do absolutely nothing. Like C- maybe just because he didn't make his shots, but it doesn't feel like he played objectively bad. Like, I mean, I've said this to you a million times. I don't think it's fair to knock a guy, like put him in a D range just because he missed his shots. Like took bad shots. He just missed the shots that he was taking. And so he's definitely not like above average. So I'll put him right below to C- because he did get that stop on Luka. He was playing within the flow of the offense. He did actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, Payton Pritchard did take a couple, maybe read the room, don't take that shots in game 3. So maybe you move it to a D+ because he took bad shots at a time where the Celtics were kind of reeling. And so I guess maybe upon further review, it wasn't like he was taking the right thing. So maybe D+, but not the best Payton Pritchard game. But there were definitely, it wasn't all low lights.
Yeah, I think C- D+ is pretty fair. 2 fouls in 11 minutes. Didn't make any shots. It would be a little bit funny if he went the whole finals making the single shot, which was the heave. What a legacy to leave on a championship season. But he wasn't putrid either. Like, he didn't have that making his presence known on the negative side aspect to this game. Like, defense was solid, like you said. The shots he took were fine. He didn't feel like he was forcing anything. You didn't scratch your head. There was that really strange stretch in the fourth quarter where it wasn't his fault, but it just somehow became Payton Pritchard time, and it kind of kickstarted that Dallas comeback.
It wasn't good. Didn't like it.
But, like, at the same time, like, it wasn't like, I don't think it was Payton Pritchard being like, watch this. It was just like, fuck, I have the ball, and there's 4 seconds on the shot clock. Fuck. Okay, all right, step back. Like, it wasn't like your typical Jaylen catches the ball at the top of the key, stands there, 10 seconds, okay, here we go. Or Tatum, whoever you want to pick. Like, it wasn't like that. It was like, it felt like he just kind of found himself in rough spots and had to try and make lemonade out of lemons, except there was no lemonade to be found. It was just lemon juice.
It wasn't great. Not the best Pritchard night.
So D+, C-.
Yeah. Xavier Tillman next up, played 11 minutes, 13 seconds, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. Now, Sam, every time I tell you I only like to give out 1 A+ a game, we're getting to it early. This is the A+.
Wow.
This for me, this is the A+. I know it's hard to give A+ for a guy who only played X amount, like that many minutes. I say X amount of minutes, pun not intended. He did everything that you would want from him. He played great defense. I guess maybe the one downside is he checked in the game and he immediately gave up an N1. But from that point on, he was the perfect player. Played great switch defense, guarded Luka really well, guarded everybody really well, got into the paint, got some big boards, hit a corner 3, which was electric. A+ for Tillman, considering the situation of, oh my God, the Celtics are missing Kristaps Porzingis in the finals. Tillman steps in and is like, nah, doesn't matter. I got you.
Player grade X. He gets an X for this game.
Sure.
Played really well. He had his first significant minutes since game 3 against the Pacers. He did have like a brief stint where he went in. He didn't really make much of an impact whenever he played previously, but this is a great spot for him. They try to target him on defense. He has the correct skill set to guard Luka, strong enough to handle the bump. His discipline is there, so he's not biting on pump fakes. He had a couple of massive blocks, and of course, he made the corner three. I think everybody's happy with this Tillman finals debut. Big ups to Tillman. Do you think he gets sick of people being like, X is going to give it to you? You think he's sick of it? I bet he's sick of it.
He might be sick of it. He's probably heard that joke a lot of times.
Yeah. Next time you see him, be like, how sick and tired are you people saying X is going to give it to you?
I'll ask him. I don't know when the next time I talk to him is, but we'll see.
That's the Xavier Tillman equivalent of people like calling me like Sam I am.
Yep.
Same thing.
It's tough. Shout out to Xavier Tillman though. Sam Hauser next up, 14 minutes, 20 seconds, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 or 4 from 3. Those are all the shots he took. 1 assist as well. Shout out Hauser, man. This is like an A- game from him. He was super impactful. Like those shots were huge. It was Ubering into the arena this morning, and Noah was like pointing out like those shots were at a time like the Celtics couldn't get anything. Like those were their only.
Motherfucker, I told you this yesterday.
Was that you? I thought it was.
Yes.
Maybe it was both.
It was probably both.
Probably both.
I
forget. I talked to. Shut the fuck up. No, I can't remember who I talked to. Yeah, Hauser's great. He made big shots, and you don't get credit specifically because you said that after you slandered him. So I'll credit.
I did. I said I think Hauser's going to play awful in this game. I said I think the Celtics are going to lose. I said I think Cornette's going to get minutes. I was completely wrong pregame, but to your point, to Noah's point, to my point, Hauser did make all of the big shots in this game. The Mavericks came out and threw a haymaker. They were not playing around. They were ready to play in front of the home fans. They went on a massive run to start this game. Hauser checks in, makes a couple threes, gets the Celtics back into the game. To me, this is an A performance from Hauser. He did everything you ask of him, made the threes, he got on the glass, he had a big offensive rebound in this game too. Early I think it was in the second half to help them build up that lead a little bit. He got on the glass, got him an extra chance, and it resulted in a bucket. Very happy with what we saw from Hauser, especially after a rough game too. Like, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2 out of 3 is not bad at all. I'm glad he's been going and watching the YouTube highlights. Big ups to Hauser. It was a huge spot for him. Without him stepping up like that, they probably don't win this game.
Yeah, it was a big carryover. Like you mentioned, like they really found a way to what's the word? Weather the storm of their lack of offense. Yeah. So
punch back.
Credit to him. Yeah. Next up, Al Horford, 36 minutes, 47 seconds. Big uptick in minutes with KP out, but it worked out perfectly. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Great defense. And Luka again held Luka to 2 of 7 shooting, I believe it was, with him guarding him. Shot 3-6 from the field, 2 of 5 from deep. I would put him right on the same par. A- game for Hauser. Great, solid performance all around. B+, A-. Did everything solid. Hit his shots when he needed to. This is a good Al game. This was the bang exactly what you want from Al game.
I think this is a B+ game. I think Al Horford has had too many games where he's been exceptional.
It's tough
to really put like an 8-pointer as an A- game. But his impact was certainly felt. And we just talked about Hauser coming out early, making the threes. Horford had 5 of the first. I think he had the first 5 points of this game for the Celtics. Like he was the only guy making shots in the first quarter. So to see him kind of help get the offense going was a huge thing from him. And you mentioned the defense. He was right on Kyrie as he tried to take that big 3 at the end of the game. He did a great job closing out, made it a tough shot on him. And without Horford being able to switch, this defense would not have been nearly as great as it has been throughout the entire series. No. This is what? Is this 3 games in a row where Dallas hasn't hit 100?
Yes.
That's a lot of credit to Horford. Because the Celtics, when he is on the floor.
PrizePicks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats for a shot to win up 100 times your cash. With PrizePicks, you could turn $10 into $1,000 in a single game watching your favorite sports this summer. You can make a PrizePicks lineup in as little as 60 seconds. You just need to pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you're locked in. Now, if you're looking for promotions, PrizePicks has got you covered every week, from lowering select player stats projections on Tuesdays, which increases your chance of getting a win, to getting your entry fees back if you have a losing lineup on Fridays. The finals mean more on PrizePicks, and so do the star players. You get boosted playoffs on selected basketball stars that you won't find anywhere else. Now, this week on PrizePicks, I'm looking at Jason Tatum, more than 26.5 points. Jaylen Brown, more than 3 threes, which may be aggressive, but I'm running with that. Download that app today and use a code CLNS for a deposit match up to $100. PrizePicks. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
I mean, it really is when Kristaps is out there too, but more so when Horford's out there. They do not have anybody you can get in a pick and be like, time to eat. Like, there isn't a weak link. There's nobody you can bully on defense. He can move, especially like with it being Luka on the other side. He can stick with these guys. So his value is priceless right now.
Yeah, that was the whole reason that they can play this defense. And for what it's worth, I think you got a baby Allen Tillman. Like you can see it a little bit, especially defensively. Like you can see
We're
it.
all in today. I like this.
I like it a lot.
Future's
Next up,
bright.
Jaylen Brown played the next fewest minutes, which is weird. He played 7 seconds fewer than Jrue and 8 seconds fewer than Derek. So we'll go to him first. And only like 13 or 23 fewer. Like they play the same. Jaylen Brown, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 12 of 22, 2 of 9 from 3, 1 block. Good defense all around. A game. The only reason I gave Tillman my A+ is because Brown and Tatum also did have like a couple stretches where it was like, what the fuck is happening? Like Brown was not good at the start of this game. Like he was like, didn't do anything. And then when the Celtics offense died, he took a couple of those, what the hell are we doing shots? And so because of that, I gave the A+ to Xavier Tillman. But realistically, like if I wasn't being a piece of shit and only giving out 1 A+ per game, it would be A+ to Jaylen Brown too. But I'm going to go with an A just because I'm going to stick to the guns that I set for myself at the start of these grading videos that we've done. So Jaylen Brown, though, incredible. Like this amazing game for Jaylen Brown.
I think I'm going to also do an A. I don't want to be boring. I thought about an A+. But that first half was dreadful. He really looked like he was about to have a stinker in the first half of this game, and I was kind of worried. But not as worried as I would have been if Tatum wasn't playing well, which we'll get to at the end. But man, did he step up in the second half. Jaylen was the driving force behind the separation Boston created in the third quarter. He had 1 billion points. And he made the big shot down the stretch. He made 1 or 2 big. I mean, he scored.
There were a couple.
He had 2 of the very few baskets the Celtics scored in the fourth quarter after the 11-minute mark.
Yes.
And then he had the dagger shot. So he had a created fadeaway, he had a putback off a Tatum miss, and then he had the dagger shot. So he had 3 massive plays in the fourth quarter. Big ups to Jaylen. I love the ball distribution he did too. 8 assists, 8 rebounds, and only 3 turnovers to go along with those 8 assists is a massive step in the right direction for Jaylen, who at times will get sloppy when he goes downhill. But this was a prime example of him head on a swivel, going to the basket, ready to make the right play. He has taken a major leap in this playoff run. And if he's able to continue to play at this level in the years to come, watch out. He feels like he's unlocked a new stage of his game. I love what we've seen from Jaylen in this playoff run.
Jaylen's awesome. He's incredible. He's been the probably best player in the series, best or second best. Him and Tatum 1-2 for all the talk of Luka is the best player in the series. Kind of crazy. Look at that. Oof. Next one, Jrue Holiday played 41-35. Derek White played 41-36. So we'll go to Jrue first. Jrue Holiday, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep. Great defense as always, and the best assist of the night, in my opinion. Celtics dead in the water, getting their ass handed to them in the fourth quarter. We had seen isolation shot, including Jrue, who took a terrible step back 3 on the wing. And then Jrue drives past Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner, draws in one of the most embarrassing feats of Mavericks defense I've ever seen in my life, draws 5 people into the paint, and then makes an incredible pass out to Derek White on the perimeter to finally get the Celtics a bucket to put them back up by 6 with just under 3 minutes left. Obviously, the Mavs did end up like making more of a comeback and cutting it down to 2 at one point, but this was a huge bucket in this game. And I'm only bringing it up because, like, look at how egregiously terrible this Mavericks defense is. Jaylen Brown is open. Derek White is open. Al Horford is open.
Who's the worst guy here for
Horrible.
Dallas?
PJ Washington.
You think
PJ
it's
Washington.
PJ?
It's these two right here. Because Kyrie sinking in off the corner off Jaylen Brown, I get it, right? You're supposed to help. The dunker spot is usually supposed to help over. The fact that, they're spacing the floor so their big guys are up here is a product of the Celtics spacing. But these two, they can't both be sinking in. One of them maybe can sink in, fight for the rebound, and help contest. But if you both sink in, then Jrue Holiday has whatever pass he wants to either of these guys. And then obviously he makes that pass and you're cooked. It's these two guys at the top, in my opinion. But Jrue Holiday, I'm going to go B+, A- for him, right around there. And I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go B+. We've seen some incredible Jrue Holiday performances in the playoffs, so same kind of thought process with the Horford
DJ
game
Khaled
where
suffering from success.
it's suffering from success. It's just like, I know you got more in you, not to say this was bad. B+ by no means is bad. And also, one thing we didn't even talk about, that assist was preceded by Jrue Holiday drawing an offensive foul. He drew the offensive foul because he went up, pressured Kyrie in the backcourt, and it caused PJ Washington to come up and try and get him early with a screen. It's an illegal screen. Celtics get the ball back, and then you get this three from Derek White. So this was a massive resiliency stage of the game. I did a Celtics blog write-up for this yesterday. I don't know if it's up yet as you're listening to this, but it should be, where Tatum pointed at the team's resiliency. After Dallas storms back, leads down to 1, Jaylen gets put back. Then you have that Jrue Holiday sequence, draws the offensive foul, then has this dime to Derek White. It's a massive part of the game. But like that alone should get him the B+. I think he was great. Always happy with Jrue. He's been such a revelation in the playoffs. He's taken on more responsibility than I think anybody thought he was going to have to. And he has thrived in the spotlight. So big ups to him.
Definitely. Derek White played one more second. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 4-10 from the field, 4-9 from deep. Made all of his threes, was effectively just a 3-point shooter in this game, and that's all they needed from him. Good game. Good for Derek White. Got to the line 4 times, made all his free throws. I'd go B+, maybe A-. This was a weird Derek White game because I didn't really feel Derek White in this game as much as you have in other games. Like, you didn't really feel his impact as much, but he was clearly there. But good, obviously, good game for Derek White.
It's kind of funny that you say you didn't feel Derek White. Also, very strange Derek White game. You mentioned it. 10 shots, 9 of them threes.
He's only taking threes in the finals.
What?
That's all he's doing. He's only taking threes in the finals. You want an incredible stat as well? Shout out Justin Turpin, found it last night. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown assisted or scored on 36 of their 38 makes.
That's good. Good work by the Jays.
Wild. But yeah.
Back to Derek White. So I felt like he really was felt, especially in the fourth quarter. Derek White is the king of making the. Oh my God! They need a bucket.
Obviously,
3 finds the bottom of the net. Massive,
that one,
massive shots
yes.
from him in this game, and he was the other half of that Holiday highlight. I think he gets an A-. The 16 points, the efficiency from 3, 44%. I liked it. I thought he was involved. He had a pair of blocks too. Derek White. I mean, just everybody on this team has been solid. You really cannot point at anybody as a weak link, and if you want to, it's been Tatum, and it's not really Tatum. It's just you don't think he's making enough shots compared to what you expect out of somebody that's one of the best players in the NBA. But overall, they're all doing exactly what they need to do for this team to win games. Derek White made the big shot to send the lead to 21, and then he made the shot that sent it back to 6 after they melted down for 7 minutes. So he definitely is an A- guy for me in this game. It's just another one of those things. He's just there in the clutch moments, regardless if it's an actual clutch moment or not.
Yeah, obviously he was felt there, but I just meant throughout the game. Jason Tatum, last one, played 41 minutes, 51 seconds, 31 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, only 2 turnovers, 11 of 26 from the field, 4 of 13 from deep. Most of that came in a hot first half. Second half, 4 of 11, 1 of 5, not nearly as good. But that first half was very important. His 13-point first quarter was huge, and then he dropped another 7 in the second quarter. I'd probably go A- for Jason Tatum. I think him and Jaylen had very similar games. It's just when you play better in the second half rather than the first half, it's usually felt a little bit more because it's a clutch moment. And so I also think Tatum took some questionable shots in the middle of that run where they were struggling. But weirdly enough, I think most of his questionable shots came in the first half when he was shooting well, and then he was like getting good looks in the third quarter and fourth quarter, but he was just missing them. It was a weird Tatum game because he was awesome in that first quarter, and then it kind of went downhill. Defense was kind of iffy at the start too, but then he really locked in, and as did everybody else. So I'll go like A- for Jason Tatum.
This is a really boring ep, man. I'm just like, yeah, I agree. A-. That's kind of where I put it. I think it's a little unfair to have me be like, well, in the second half, he played like he had no idea what was going on. Because you talked about, like, yes, you're going to remember the clutch moments, but like, we can't pretend like the first half was not a clutch stretch. Like, the Celtics are reeling. They're on the ropes right off the rip. Dallas came to play. I mentioned it with Horford. I mentioned it with Sam Hauser. Tatum was a huge part of the offense. He was the driving force. I think he had, 20 at half, 18 at half, something crazy like that.
20.
He had the loud dunk at the end of the half. Tatum was the only thing keeping them alive. He was setting those other guys up to be successful, and he was getting his own buckets. He was going to the basket. He looked more focused. He didn't look unsure of himself. He was Euro stepping through traffic. Tatum had a tremendous first half. The second half,
Game Time makes getting NBA Finals tickets even faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to the tip-off. Like right now, I was looking on the app, and it's really easy to use. Just download the app. Lots of pictures for us sports fans, lots of pictures. And, the tickets for Celtics Game 1 and whoever they play, between $600-$700. But the closer you get to actual tip time, it's going to go down. So you and your friends may do a last-minute thing. And I know it's a lot of money, but maybe it's 2-3 of your friends. Last-minute trip, boom, let's go. Let's see what the tickets are on Game Time. You never know. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets. Last-minute tickets, flash deals, zone deals. Okay, here's the deal. Last-minute deals save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. Now, the flash dealers save even more with exclusive in-app deals on select seats ahead of the game or the event. Save even more when you choose a section for the zone deals. You choose a section, let Game Time choose the seats. Sounds pretty good to me. Take the guesswork out of buying NBA Finals tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
you want me to complain about the second half? I can do it. But the first half should not be sneezed at. It was very important to what we saw.
No, it was Tatum versus Luka and Kyrie in the first half. Like, truly. Like, that was the whole game. Speaking of the Mavs, we can run through those quickly. Again, we'll do everybody else not named Kyrie and Luka quick. Dante Exum played 2 minutes.
A+.
Payton Hardy played 3 minutes. Those guys didn't do anything. Like,
He had
whatever.
the poster. A+
Yeah,
for Dante Exum.
Good for Dante Exum.
Yeah.
Him and Jaden Hardy, whatever. Maxi Kleber, 8 minutes. Terrible, useless.
Continues to be bad.
Let's see. Derek Jones Jr. only played 15:48 in this game. Didn't do anything. Non-existent. Doesn't even get a grade because he didn't do anything. Same thing for Daniel Gafford, who played 16 minutes. Didn't do anything. Non-existent. First one who played 15, or I guess more than 16, like close to 20 minutes. Tim Hardaway Jr. 19-26 in this game. Was a team best -16.
He was an F. He was an F. Plain and simple F. Guy hasn't made a shot since May 18th.
Has he not? Is that true?
That's a real stat. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I said it to you guys last night on the stream.
That's wild. That's
people on the Mavs subreddit are fucking pissed. They're sick and tired of this guy.
That's crazy. Yeah, he was terrible. He was a sieve on defense, almost worse than Luka. Like, Luka left the game, they brought Tim in, and it was like they brought in just a worse Luka. It's crazy.
It's the meme of the guy on Christmas where he gets the shirt that he's already wearing.
Yeah. Yikes. Josh Green played 22 minutes, 14 seconds, 3 points, made a 3 rebounds, 2 assists. D, like, maybe D-. Like,
I think he was
there.
like a C+.
Really?
Ooh, that was bad. Yeah, C plus.
How do you feel, Josh?
I mean, the three he made was a big one. It was a big momentum one. Like, he played well enough to be out there. Like, he wasn't really afraid to try and defend these guys. When you pulled up the screenshot of the Jrue Holiday drive, he probably was in the best position of everybody on the floor. Like, I don't think he's been great in this series. I think he's made mistakes. I think he's had lights are too bright moments. But this wasn't a game where I looked at Josh Green and I was like, this guy's actively hurting them.
The bar is the floor. What'd you say? John Zanis just looks at me and goes, "There's no yawning in podcasting." I think it's telling that you said, I don't think this was a game where you looked at him and said he was actively hurting the team. That's the bar for a C plus. That's insane.
Well, that's what we do with Pritchard.
Yeah, but I gave him a C minus.
Okay. Well,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the bar is very different for this match.
It is different.
Derek Lively played just under 30 minutes, 5 of 6 from the field, 11 points, 13 rebounds. I actually thought he was pretty good. Is he like B? A.
Yeah, he was a real pain in the ass. He was a big part of the late game offense too. He was hitting the offensive glass. I think 2 of the 3 buckets he had in the final minutes were offensive rebound dunks. Like, he was trying to get it in a double-double for him in the finals. He played pretty well. I don't know. Maybe A is a little high. Maybe it's A minus, but he's somebody that really came to play in this game. And that's few and far between on this Mavericks team.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Fair. Maybe B plus. Maybe I'd be a little harsh because they lost, but
he's only 20. And he made his only free throw.
It's true. PJ Washington, I was gonna go like B plus A minus for 13 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, so that's no big deal. But 3 of 9, 3 of 6. He didn't make his 2s, but he was another guy who was making some of those big shots during that run. And I thought, well, it's not perfect. I think he's like we've talked about it, like the only thing close to a acceptable level defender they have in this rotation at times. So credit PJ Washington, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Those threes in the fourth quarter definitely hurt, raised the blood pressure a little bit. Seeing him go in from the corner, it only took him 3 games to make a corner 3. He was a real pain in the ass rebounding too. Like he's been getting on the glass the entire series. He's been someone who clearly isn't afraid to at least try to go to the basket. He is the bulldog of this Mavs team. Whether or not it's actually paid dividends is another story, but he is certainly trying. If you're a Mavs fan, I don't think you can be upset with his effort levels. You can be upset with his shooting. Like before this game, he really wasn't great in game 1 and 2 in Boston. But like overall, like especially in this game, he was fine. He helped you come back.
Mm-hmm. We're going to save the best for last. We're doing Kyrie next. Kyrie's played
A+.
45-16. I was going to give him an A.
Maybe an A.
I only say A+. I can't give an A+ unless you win the game. That's my like in my head. Like
he was sub 50% from the field. Missed.
That's
missed
a really high bar for a guard. 50% is a crazy bar for a non-big man.
I'm still giving him an A.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
I think 50% is like exceptional.
It's phenomenal. It's awesome. Yes, but I thought you were using it as a like, he wasn't 50%. I'm going to lower his grade. Like that's not great. But 35 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, only 2 turnovers, 13 of 28, 4 of 6 from 3. Exploded in the first half, and then he was pretty big for them throughout the game. Obviously, he was probably their best player. Not probably, he was their best player in this game. Big. This is the Kyrie that they needed in Boston, which.
Not convinced you'll ever get that Kyrie in Boston.
No, probably not.
Seems like he's got a real mental block there.
Definitely not. All right, Luka.
He might be an F in this game.
He's an F. It's ironic because he's the best plus minus on the team, but it's an F.
I mean, when he's not on the floor, they don't know what to do because their whole game plan is give this guy the ball and stand there and wait.
You know what it is? It's an F for foul out. That's what we're getting.
F for foul out.
F for foul out.
F for fucking crybaby. F for wheels falling off. I mean, Luka started this game 5 of 7. He finished 11 of 27. So he finished this game 6 of 20. That's putrid. That's awful.
Yeah.
He is the worst body language guy. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he just sits in game 4.
He's not going to sit. But this defense, the defense was like embarrassing. We talked about the Windy rant last night. Like it was absolutely atrocious, like unacceptably bad. He was fouling like out of frustration, and then he ended up fouling out, and then he complained, looked at the bench and said, "You better challenge that shit," when it was just so clearly a foul on him against Jaylen late in the game. He speared Jaylen. Didn't
Yeah,
get
he
that,
literally
something like
speared.
It was just like
Shout out to the
bad,
Mavs fans,
horrendous.
though. There are people on Twitter seriously going to bat for Luka today. It's like, really? This is the day? You want to go to bat for him? Like, I get he's your guy, but he's been. I mean, Dallas really could be up like 2-1 in this series if he had any kind of backbone on defense. Like, if he give you literally anything. Like, we can't sit here and pretend he fouled out without like having the main reason he fouled out being that he can't defend. Like, if he could defend, he wouldn't have to fucking foul.
Yes. Yeah. All right. I think that does it.
All right.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'll let Sam take it out.
Yes, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you don't miss any of our uploads. Coming at you daily at 5 a.m. with new videos like this. We have full pods Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and game recaps the morning after each game. So tomorrow morning on the channel. New video, maybe championship celebration. Never know. Could today finally be the day? You're going to find out. You can also find all of our content, pods, and game recaps over on Spotify and Apple. If you give us a follow there, those will go right into your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can also find us via email. hbtcpod@gmail.com is the address to reach out to us. Let us know what you thought of Game 4 as you're hearing this. Well, I guess you could send Game 3, but by the time we record, Game 4 will be the story. You can also find our socials at How About Them C's, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook's the name of the pod. Streams are there. They're on YouTube, and they are on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is Jack's Money NBA. Mine is at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us.